What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. As always, if you guys enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're carrying and all the kinds of ideas and tips and advice that you have for me. Drop it in the comments and we'll have a good discussion down there. Any way that you can support the channel will be greatly appreciated. Hopefully this fall we're going to be coming out with some merch, and I'll get that out to you guys here in the future so you can look for t-shirts and stickers and stuff like that. Okay, so tonight's video is all about the fall. It's officially my favorite time of year. And if you're anything like me, this is also your favorite time of year because your wife's drinking her pumpkin spice latte. She's getting out all the fall decor, okay? You got all the beautiful scents and everything in the house. And also, you can finally concealed carry that full-size Glock that you've been keeping in the safe all summer, okay? There's your Glock 20 Gen 4 10mm with a Streamlight TLR1 on it, okay? Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over some different outfits that you could wear in the fall. I see other videos, especially mostly about females, because women are usually a little bit more conscientious about their fashion. So this video is not necessarily going to be about like fashion for me, but more about basic principles about what you should do to try to conceal carry and how we can really take advantage of the weather in the fall and be able to carry a lot bigger guns, okay? So what you're not going to see in this video, you're not going to see any like micro 9s, you're not going to see the pocket 380s or anything like that. I'm going to show you mostly pretty big guns in this video. You don't have to carry a big gun, okay? Remember, I'm just some random guy on the internet, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But if you're just, want to hear my opinion, you should always carry the biggest gun that you possibly can and still conceal comfortably. So again, in the fall, you can carry a much bigger gun like the Glock 20. You're going to see that in the video. You're also going to see the Glock 45 in the video, okay? Full size, or I guess like half full size 9mm because it's got the short slide, but it's got the full size grip. The holster that you're going to see me use for the Glock the 45 9mm is a DeSantis Slim Tuck. Okay, this is a good, fairly cheap and affordable, but minimalist and very high quality inside the waistband Kydex holster. Got a good claw on it there and everything. The cant is adjustable. You might also see in the video for some of the outfits, I might go a little bit smaller with the Glock 29. This is my preferred everyday carry here in Pennsylvania. This is in a Vedder light tuck holster. Okay, very good holster there from them as well. And then I will again be showing you the Glock 20, just because again I'm trying to show you how big of a gun you can actually carry in the fall. Okay, in all of these outfits that you're going to see, I'm going to be probably wearing just a pair of jeans. You can insert whatever pants. I've found that pants don't really matter all that much for my concealed carry because a lot of times I'll have a spare mag on my belt or in the pocket, and either way, I don't really have to worry too much about it printing. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go right into the outfits here. One last thing is my belt that I'll go with. This is an old 511 tactical leather belt. I'm not sure what model it is, but it's their leather concealed carry belt. I really love it. Had it for quite a long time. And then one last little tip is my undershirt. It may seem simple and overlooked though. It's just an old t-shirt that I cut the sleeves off. I have a few of those of old t-shirts that I didn't wear anymore. Cut the sleeves off, and that way it's a lot less bulky underneath. But the big thing is I can tuck that shirt in underneath my gun. So if you look here at the Glock 20, okay, you can see that shirt helps to keep the gun from rubbing on my side a little bit, And you'll see me carry at 3 o'clock because I'm a bigger guy. I eat too much McDonald's, and you won't see me appendix carrying that much. So either way, let's move right into the video and I'll show you guys some outfits. Without further ado, let's just get into some of these outfits. Now, right off the bat, some things that we're going to hit on a lot throughout this video. Maybe you noticed this in my last video about concealed carry in church. We are looking for, first of all, clothing that is a little bit baggier on us, okay? Generally speaking, that helps, okay? But the biggest thing really is patterns on those clothes, okay? And so flannels are going to be absolutely perfect for concealed carry in the fall. Obviously, they, fit the vibe, whatever you want to say. But at the same time, they're usually plaid, so that gives you a good pattern to cover the gun. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're just going to go through a rapid fire through a bunch of different outfits for the fall. Here we go. Okay, so this is just a plain old Henley long sleeve t-shirt. I might wear this a lot in the fall. And this is actually going to be an example of what really doesn't work quite as well. As you can see there, the gun prints pretty good, or pretty bad, I guess. That's the Glock 20. So, I mean, that's a very large gun. If I were to use my 29, probably be okay. But I want to show you what it looks like with just a solid shirt on that's a little bit tighter on me. Doesn't do a very good job. But there's a way we can fix that real quick. Alright, great thing about Pennsylvania in the fall is it's starting to cool down, so you can wear a little bit of extra clothing. In this case, guys, just a simple vest like this. This is just a fleece vest from North Face. I think I got it TJ Maxx or whatever. You could get a vest for probably $10 or $15 or $20 somewhere. And as you can see, you wear it unzipped, and that's going to cover up really pretty much any kind of gun you want to carry. So that's a great way to do that. Still pretty fast to draw, okay, one-handed. And I carry at the 3 o'clock position. Obviously, you guys that are skinny and carry appendix, you probably can draw a little bit faster, but that is what it is. So going with a vest like this, great idea. I usually don't overheat in something like this either. It kind of is a little bit more versatile than wearing like a full-on jacket. And again, does a pretty good job, I think, of covering the Glock 20. Okay, so I might look a little bit like a redneck in this one, look like your grandpa, okay, but I'm just showing you that it doesn't have to be plaid. It can be any kind of pattern. In this case, this is like an outdoor scene. These are kind of like vintage shirts. I got this one from LL Bean, and you could carry pretty much anything under that one as well. Okay, just again to show you, the pattern really helps. There's the Glock 20. Moving on. So it may not always be cold where you live. Maybe you can't wear a vest and you just want to go with a t-shirt. I'll give you 2 quick options for that. If you just go with a heavier weight t-shirt that's loosely fit, okay, this one's just a solid color, like this Carhartt heavyweight cotton t-shirt. And you can see there, I've got no problem concealing the Glock 45, 9mm. Okay, and then the dark color on this shirt will help a little bit, but the big thing is, I think, the heavier cotton material. If you go with like a polyester, like the stretchy material, some kind of workout shirt, those tend to print a little bit more in my opinion. And now I'll show you another t-shirt real quick in case you live in a warmer climate. Alright guys, camo is in. It is acceptable in a lot of cases. Like, it's hilarious to me to see like American Eagle and all these like, hip companies selling like mossy oak camo and stuff that we used to wear from Walmart. But anyways, you go with a camo t-shirt like this, some kind of printed t-shirt, and it's a little bit loose. And again, with that pattern there, Glock 20 again, okay? And again, that's probably about the biggest gun you're probably going to be thinking about carrying. So, pattern t-shirt, good to go. Okay, football season. One of the best things about fall, wear a jersey. This is very acceptable. Around here, we rep the black and gold. If you live in a city, whatever, I see people wearing football jerseys all the time. Great thing about football jerseys, they're baggy on you. Okay, you can get them pretty big, and it's going to be normal. And there we've got, again, the Glock 45, 9mm. Okay, full-size handgun. Blends in perfectly fine. Not a football fan, no worries. Hockey jersey, same idea. Okay, extra baggy. Can't see it. Glock 45. Okay, moving on. Alright, in the last video we talked about concealed carry at church, and so we talked more about dress clothes. And a lot of people ask me, how do you tuck in a shirt with your dress clothes and still carry? If you get yourself a tuckable holster, okay, this is the Vedder Light Tuck. There I've got a Glock 29 in there, and the shirt just tucks right down into the holster. Now, it makes it a little bit tougher to draw, in my opinion. And the bad thing is, you still, even if you tuck the shirt down in, you still see the clip on the belt. Now, 9 out of 10 people are probably not going to think anything of it when they see that, okay? But me personally, just a little bit of OCD, I don't really like having that clip on the outside. So I'll show you how you can dress up and cover that up. Alright, so back on the grandpa theme here. I go with the tucked in shirt and a big heavy baggy cardigan, okay? And again, you can conceal probably just about anything. There again, we've got the Glock 29, okay? And so these big baggy cardigans work, or you could go with the vest again, right? If the cardigan's not your thing, go with a vest or a blazer, something like that. But being that it's fall, there's no excuse that you really can't wear some sort of light jacket or vest or sweater over top of what you're wearing. So you can, again, carry a pretty big gun with that, okay? Alright guys, maybe you don't want to be dressed up, you want to be dressed down, whether you're going to the gym, you're just hanging out around town, hanging around the house, whatever. Sweatpants and a hoodie. These are the Arrowhead Tactical Sweatpants. You probably see ads all the time for them on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all that. They are very nice, don't get me wrong, like they are great sweatpants, but I found that I don't even really need the belt in them, as long as they have, you know, whatever sweatpants I have a really heavy elastic line and then a heavy duty drawstring. As long as you have that, you can carry with them even without the belt. I can use the belt and I can carry a bigger gun, but in this case, again, I'm going with the Glock 45. As you can see, that works with that DeSantis slim top holster, okay? It's not perfect, you know, it works a little bit better with the belt, but certainly still with a little bit of practice, you know, you don't even need to wear a belt. So I'll be honest, guys, I wear these sweatpants probably 50% of the time in the fall when I'm not going somewhere, you know, that I want to be wearing jeans or khakis or whatever. So as always, like I said, hoodies, great way to go cover up pretty much any kind of gun in a hoodie, okay? Alright guys, back to my favorite flannel, just to show you this is real big on me, okay? And I can literally carry my Glock 20 in an outside the waistband paddle holster, Safariland. And yeah, it looks a little big, baggy on me, but as you can see, can carry the biggest gun really you can get in a carryable option, in my opinion. But that's pretty much it, guys, for the clothing for the fall. If you enjoy this video, let me know. We'll see if I'll do another one for the winter, spring, summer. As always, if you like this content, like I said earlier in the video, please subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have any ideas for merch, drop a comment down below. And have a good time, guys. And as always, keep blasting.